20 want or bis or bis. Well, bis 20, man. It's the 20th. It's the 20th. Well, I do want to say happy birthday to some people out there this month. If I haven't gotten on to wish you happy birthday, there's a few folks that I know. A couple people today, a couple people coming up, a couple people that have passed. Of course, it's always great to celebrate everybody. Yeah? And I want to give you a little story because, what are you doing back here, man? I thought you weren't going to come on Tuesday. Well, I like you guys here, man. Came back for you guys. Well, I came back because I also want to share a story. And 2 or 3. Hang tight. I trust. It'll be worth your time. Have you had any transportation issues lately? Just out of curiosity. And have you had any medical trips you've taken as of late? Out there, anybody? Raise hands. I can't see it if you raise your hand, but just pump it up, okay? Pump it up. Nah. Seriously, on a serious note there. Have you had any transportation that you've needed, and how has that experience been? Please do share out there. I know there's some changes here, as I already mentioned, with the Votran in Volusia County here, with some places and some things switching up. And this is one reason I'm kind of here to talk about it in my experience from today's. I'll get there. And then I also want to talk about a little bit with microphones because I think I'm addicted, guys. Too many microphones, but every microphone has a job. And I want to hire them all. No. But, like, for example, I was in a rabbit hole with Shure microphones set up with wireless and stuff, and we'll get there, okay? So, yeah, to get a little techie, I'll have to get the tech out of my system. But let's get back to the transportation and what else did I do today kind of thing. And perhaps what to expect for maybe next week, because this week I could still make videos properly like this. Next week might be a little bit more difficult, especially at the end of the weekend. Or towards the end of the weekend next week. Okay, transportation. How do you get your breathe. Now talk. Yes, brain. It happens. Look, that's why I leave it in. Transportation-wise, if you live in another country, like let's say maybe you live in India. Hey, India, how's it going? Hey, Joel. Hey, everybody. Hey, everyone. How's up? How's it going, family? Twinkle, Raj, anybody? Rashida Ben, Hero Pratik, anyone over there? James Mommy? Just saying. If you're listening, maybe today is that video you're watching. Rina Mommy, you know? And maybe this is that video you kind of shout India out. But anyhow, what transportation mode is best? Because when I was in India, I still used Uber. Hey man, they got rickshaws over there. Why would you use Uber? Well, I like both, but if it's 114 degree Fahrenheit, what would you use? Do you want to be hot as soon as you sit inside a rickshaw? Or would you rather be in a nice, cool AC vehicle? Right. But this is not the point of it. Are you in a cool vehicle, hot vehicle, whatever? You could even roll the windows down for all I care. But safety. Safety is what you think about, right? Is that the decision making that we all have to make from Volusia County standpoint to your front door? Do you have to have certification that your elder folks out there or elder care is taken care of by a certain process? Reason why I bring these things up. About a decade ago or more, we lost funding, you could say, for Medicaid trips. Right? Maybe it might have been more, but at least a decade ago, from my thinking calculation of it when I was out in Orlando. And why I bring this up this way is Medicaid does not take trips aside from medical trips. Okay? That makes sense. I agree. Okay, cool. Medical, Medicaid, cool. Now you have Paratransit that uses ADA, and then they use TD, transportation disadvantage. Which do you feel works best for you? Because again, I think both transportation disadvantage would work and ADA would work for me. And medical would work for me because, holy smokes, I need it. Why do I need it? Well, for one, I want to give you my experience from today. I went to the docks. Yeah. Mr. Bean style. I'm kidding. I went to the docks, and the way of transportation was slightly different, but it was a conversation after, and it just made me feel like I should talk about this with you all out there, and just make you want to. I want you all to think about it. Thank you to both the drivers when I went and I came back; they were excellent. However, I opted to choose Lyft. I could have got Uber or Lyft. Okay, I opted to choose that method. I do not want to take away at all from those transportation companies. Not at all. Matter of fact, I want to cut them a break. I used to know a transportation company out here that used to drive all the way from Kissimmee, Florida, all the way from Mickey Mouse Land over there, Disney World, to just come out in this county to serve people. Well, it's their job. I get it. But, wow. That woman, that man that picks me up has a long day. So not all have long days, but it feels like it, right? It feels like it. Because you're on the road, you go in one place, you're bouncing around, and you really need to bounce around. If you live in Kissimmee, now you have to go back to Kissimmee. Other people may have lived in like Orange City. So, okay, you're right in the middle. You new hired or whatever, driver-wise. Okay? Two methodologies to understand here. One is safety. To be a paratransit driver, you should be approved because you're part of the PDOT, or I'm saying PDOT because my uncle used to work for PDOT, but shout out to your Uncle Neil. But no, Pennsylvania Department of Transportation is PDOT, but FDOT here in Florida, right? So when you consider something like FDOT, you have to be, you're governed by federal or state law, essentially. You have higher, what does that mean, basically? You better know what you're doing, and you better not screw it up and be clean. Uber, Lyft, not same circumstances, but I'm not saying that they need the same circumstances. Okay, should they be trained a little bit for empathy? What else is there? Let me see. Declining guide dogs? Yes. Yes. Of course. Come on, people. Those animals are not just animals to us. They are the tool for said blind person to travel safely. Safety. I just said that word safety earlier, didn't I? Okay. So the conversation I was having with the driver coming back home is really interesting, but I want to share also your efficiency level and time level. Okay? If you are actually calculating or, what's the better word? Using it statistically with that information of whatever that information might be, because statistics really don't prove anything. You're just pinning it against each other, right? Two pieces of information. But you really may want to know how well something works. I had an appointment at 1:30. My pickup time was at 12:31. Granted, I had a mishap of a couple times I've used this service that the timing was not shared via text. Okay? And I want you to learn, I want you to circle that real quick. Circle that idea right there and see what can go wrong, Volusia County. They're saying, I'm going to give you, you could call this a free course study or example or case study. Call it a case study if you may. I don't care. Whatever you wish you'd call it. But I used said Lyft transportation. So I called about 11:50 something. I better find out where my ride or when my ride is going to come because it was 11:40 actually. Now I clicked in it. I remembered. So I called in. Hey, automated. Remember the other time, that one video down there at the beginning of the year, I told you, all this automation versus human. Same company, United, but the transportation vendor that they use, and I said they had the Lyft as the opportunity there. So I use it. I call. I got the timing. No vehicle name. No name of driver because I called early enough, and the ride was until 30 minutes later, 12:31 to be exact. Okay, I don't mind sharing that piece of detail there. What is so cool? I get outside. It's kind of cool, guys. I mean, it's. Hey Google, what's the temperature?
It's 52 degrees
Woo!
Fahrenheit and partly cloudy in
Okay,
Daytona
Google.
Beach right.
What's the temperature in Celsius?
It's 14 degrees Celsius.
Okay, Google,
and
stop.
Clear with.
Okay, 1452. 52, 14. 52 Fahrenheit, 14. Shh, I'm on the show, guys. God, stop it. Sorry, my phones want to be on the show. Sorry. They see you spoiled them. You let them in. Now they won't hush. Anyway, screened off. Okay. Point being, back to the story. I had a 1:30, 12:31 picked up. Boom, I'm in the car. Okay, wonderful gentleman. We get to talking. We get to understanding each other's lives. Again, I loved it because totally different generations. But that awesome conversation felt like it was barely a minute, and we weren't even done with our stories, and we had to depart from each other. And so, from where I was to where that appointment was not that close by. I mean, it was at least a good 25-minute drive. Okay, just to give you an idea how quick anyone would get there. Not only if it was you, me, whoever. Okay, so distance-wise, it wasn't a place that is right around the corner. To give you context. Now I get into there. It's 1-ish. I want to call it. I might have clocked while I sat down and just looked at my clock. I might have clocked in 1:12, 1:15 ish. I hear my name. Whoa, that is cool. Let's go. Peace out, guys. Whoa, I see. Let me count one. Nah, I didn't do all of that. I got up and I took my happy butt on by. Which way do I go? Okay, came to the left. Okay, I hear a door over here. Awesome nurse lady. Hey, nurse lady person. Cool, hey, how's it going? This is easy. Wow, okay. Have you checked your weight? I had the elbow. Nurse lady person doesn't know that was my secret sauce. Just kidding. That is always the secret sauce to the mission. Grab the person's elbow. You will not get slammed into the wall. So she's kind of like being funny about it. And hey, what about hopefully I don't knock you into a wall. I'm like, that'll wake me up. I wasn't sleeping, but it'll wake me up. It's okay. I'm not gonna be bent out of shape about it. I mean, she didn't harm me at all. She was quite nice. So thank you to that office there. But point being, we went to the barber. I checked how much I am and whatnot. Still being blind again. No problems. I want to give you this experience verbatim almost because there wasn't much other than that. I mean, I could have even turned on my phone and recorded it if I needed to, but I didn't. Okay, it's private. It's called HIPAA. Stop sharing people's information, people out there. Sheesh. Just kidding. So as I came back. Doctor, super quick. Okay, that was like cool. I was an easy patient for doctor. Doctor is super good and got my questions answered. See you soon. All right, cool. Okay, doctor, grab doctor's elbow. Sweet. Doctor knows what doctor's doing, and elbow to elbow. She passes me back to awesome nurse lady. Hey, awesome nurse lady. Hey, hey, let me just stop by this office. She could probably help. Hey, there's a traffic jam in aisle 2. No, I'm kidding. There were quite a few people in front of us and busy, and so she just needed to get me in the appointment system. So again, commend you to the doctor's office. Y'all are so efficient. Really awesome stuff. So for y'all neurology folk out there, good stuff. Even with all those little, points of need, you are amazing bunch of staff there and people, human beings, beautiful human beings. Thank you. So, I walk out, or I sat down actually by the front door. There's a chair right by the front door. Like, yes, okay. I know my way around this building now. Stand up, right, open the door to the right, out the door I go. Wow, it's 1:36. Wait, my appointment is at 1:30. Didn't I just say that in the beginning of this? This is awesome. What? 1:36? Fine, I'm calling this thing. It's 1:32 by that point, okay? So by the point I was outside, it's 1:36, but I'm on the phone between 1:32 and 36. Called. Hey, your ride's going to be in at XYZ time. Whoa. That's like 4 minutes from now. What? Okay. All right. Let's see. Where's the sun? Hey, sun, shine my back. Okay, right there. Little sun bathing in my jacket. Little warmth. Whoa. Car pulls up. Another car pulls up. Oh, boy. Which car do I choose? I don't have a time. No text messages. Again, they messed up with the address. It's their system. It's okay. They'll probably fix it by next month because there's stuff supposed to be fixed by February. Okay? So not worried, but don't panic, as they say. Because I know that the system is not working completely, but the trip was inputted properly. Again, phone, agents, humans, amazing man and woman who helped me get the trip booked, essentially. Okay? And so going through that process, the booking, customer service, efficiency there, to the process of, all right, I got dropped. I'm done with the doc's office. Here it is. I'm ahead of schedule by 6 minutes after I go in. I have an appointment in 6 minutes. I'm already out of there. Not to say that the doctor could have done many other things, that she needed to. But it's the efficiency I'm trying to highlight here. I'm outside, 36. I'm in 39. I'm 39 to 40. I'm in the car. Okay. I'm headed back home, 25, 30 minutes away, traffic included. Okay. And I'm just like, this is freaking awesome. Like, wow, this is neat. Need driver again. Start talking. By the time we even home, sorry, we got to depart, buddy. But it was a wonderful conversation with him. Maybe I conversed more than he conversed. So sorry, sir, if I took over the conversation there. But it was explaining some of these same variables about what this channel may be about, let's just say. It's about you people out there. Accessibility, disabilities. Why do we need to help our elders? Why do we need to help our young folks learn about new things, right? Or old things, if that matters. So when we think and consider these transfers, put a new chip in me. When we think about transportation, especially here in the Volusia County area, Central Florida area, period. Something like Uber and Lyft and even UServe I've heard before, but anything with this timetable kind of thing, I was ready. My coming home trip was I will call you, we'll call, whatever you want to call it. It was an automated system. Boom, your trip is getting scheduled. It was an automated system named Steve or whatever that United machine is called. Okay? But point being is I was still able to communicate to it, and it was still able to dispatch a quick ride. I know that's possible for the future, maybe here. But funding. I want to make value to all of you to understand between Lyft and Uber. If that's just one thing, and it's the sir, the ma'am, the guy, the girl, man, lady, whoever has a job driving you. Now, one thing, as I said before, yes, please be trained on you can't say no to guide dogs. Be trained on maybe providing an elbow. Put that as a manual. Lyft, Uber, any company, okay? Train the basics. You don't have to be certified, which is a huge advantage to you to get a job driving like this. If United Healthcare or some of these other insurance companies are able to provide it through this kind of management of transportation, why can't we think together again as we once did with Medicaid and Medicare? We did. Access Links took both trips, one on Medicare and one on Medicaid. You would go to work or you would have a leisure. Who is going to take care of the person when their wellness is not good? Who's going to take care of the person when they're depressed because they couldn't get out of the house? They couldn't go get their hair cut and they look like a freaking baboon. Maybe my mom would have said that to me, but no, she would always comment about my long hair back in the day. But I kept it for a purpose or whatever I did, and I kept the long hair, and now it's shorter, right? Point being, though, I got declined to go to get my hair cut one day because it's an ADA location. What the hell? And it's not even, it's right by a grocery store. It's right by Walgreens. It's right by a bunch of stuff. It's not secluded. It's in a plaza. But we really need to engage and reconsider some of these things because, again, the ease of use. I was able to get in the car. I didn't have any text message, that was broken, to let me know when my car was coming. I took faith. I called a number twice. So having a phone number is important. Timely service, picking up the call, timely is important. And I got home back safely. So I just want to share that point of view that maybe we could put more dollars as a state to some of these fundings and let people live the life. Let our economy grow. Let people go to the movie theaters rather than the movie theater shutting down and saying you don't watch movies anymore at the theater. Is it because the ride? To me it is. If I pay $2, $3, $5 to get to the movies, man, I'll go to the movies more often. That's $21 and plus 6.5% tax. You do the math. I could go to other businesses and organizations and do meetings all day long. I love going to DeBarra meetings and organizational things. Daytona Beach Amateur Radio Association. I went to a meeting yesterday. Luckily, these human beings are great enough to say, hey, I'll come pick you up in the car. We didn't have that luxury, guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, in 2014. We did not have this luxury. Let me remind you. We did not have this luxury back then. I remember from working at Lighthouse Central Florida, Lighthouse Works, the first time I took Uber and Lyft. $4, $5. Now I've taken trips for as low as about $4.99, $5.87. But let's be realistic because I was only going 1 mile to 2 miles down the road. Let's be reasonable. Why price gouge these points of pricing? And okay, when it comes to United and all this, these drivers didn't have to learn or do anything special, but they were kind beings. I learned a lot from the two gentlemen that picked me up. And it wasn't about the business. It was just about life. One was from Spain. One lived in Africa. I lived in Africa. But we know what we enjoyed. The simple things in life. Yeah? And transportation in itself, like I said, a rickshaw, a scooter, there's other modes, other means. I could pay somebody in India and, hey, can you always pick me up at XYZ time? And that person is reliable. We're not giving anyone reliability in the United States anymore, guys. Because either one, oh, you're not allowed to go there. Oh, it's ADA. Oh, it's this. Where's the reliability? Make it simple. What's with the friction? What are we winning and gaining from the friction? I don't understand. Seriously. It's quite simple if we even considered if these systems are there, they had the system working. Sorry, yellow cab, taxi cabs, that your industry went under due to the lack of pivot, as I called it today. Because if that computerized system was pivoted, it may have been something similar. But again, I'll leave business to business. But right now, we become those business numbers, those figures, because we need to get places. Each person is a number, insurance or not. I'm not trying to share any secrets or anything. I'm just showing you real life experiences of a person that goes through these trips, goes through paratransit, that had a mother that went through cancer, has passed away from cancer, and had to wait hours to get back home. Somebody else that needed dialysis that had to wait hours to get back home, or sometimes not even be taken to go get chemo. Ladies and gentlemen, I've had that at the end of her lifetime. I still have voicemails that I'm trying to book the ride for her. Yes, hospitals help. But then when one company, like my friend recently had to go through, where he was lucky that he brought his wife home last time to hospice. But then you're going to say, oh, we don't take oxygen, we don't take this IV, that. Get it together. Because for those trips, we need to put the pressure off of them. For the other trips, we could do Ubers and Lyft if you're ambulatory, if you know how to use the app. Some of us know how to use smartphones. Some of us could make it. Today, I was lucky. Do not take that as, oh, well, he could do it, he's fine. No, I was lucky. I called. It said, wait. I ran down there before 31, and I kept a close eye, but my blood pressure was probably high. I don't know. Because my mind was rush. I need to be down there. I need to be ready to leave. So, in summary of this, we could potentially utilize variation trips like Ubers and Lyfts and stuff, and have the same style of safety. Work together. Right now, Uber is available for TD, transportation disadvantaged people only, not for ADA. Can we get some funding to help maybe for constituents like myself that don't have a vehicle, can't get a vehicle? Hey, Tesla, if you guys make it happen, congratulations. I'm excited for you. Waymo, you're making it happen. I'm excited for you, but it's not in Daytona Beach. I haven't seen it in Orlando just like that. I need to get there to the Assistive Technology Industry Association conference. Can I ask a Waymo to come pick me up? That's the question. I have to go look. Can you go ask? Soon we'll be there. We're not there yet, all the way there yet. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Man, I don't even remember last time I took a vacation. Are we there yet? To give people inferences, sometimes here in the States, the kids in the back, you're driving with your parents and family. Are we there yet? You in India. Apra avigya? Avigya? Maybe you do the same thing. So let me lighten up the mood here with that. Sorry, I got a little heated maybe, but it just makes so much more sense if there's already something that works. Can we just work together to make all of these things work together? Especially if it was just a simple medical trip like this, if I needed to go to grab medication, even if it's a pharmacy that might not be your typical pharmacy or wellness center. Let's make this commonplace. We just signed class 1 to class 3. If you know what I'm talking about, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Right? To go to a place like that for medication, can I go? Or then does it all get complicated federally? What's the friction for? Let's be united. Go USA. Winter Olympics are coming out pretty soon. Very soon. February. Okay? And I'll give you another rabbit hole to go under, go down under, whatever. Yesterday was cartoons, so I'm thinking Bugs Bunny. But anyway, what's up, Dak? Uh, what do you think of my sound? I think I'm liking it today. Today it's loud enough, not clipping. However, I've been listening to some of the audio to see what you guys get to hear and how annoying I might sound, or how I could make it sound cleaner, better, faster, smoother, etc. How can I make it cut through without clipping, without making it sound horrible? All of those things. I want to put good quality, because why do you watch TV? Anybody? Oi, you over there. Why do you watch TV? I didn't hear you. What'd you say? Audio? The person over there said they watch TV because of audio. Is that true for you? I watch TV because of audio first. Then comes video. Because you could still watch 1080p, FD, HD, SD, S video, black and white. Heck, there's cameras right now you could go buy you could take black and white photos and it'll look super nice and rich, but it's made in this decade. It's made now, made today. But there's cameras that'll reproduce that. Why? Why do you care? Thought we want to be in color. We want to be in HDR or vibrancy, 10-bit, 8-bit, what bit, 16-bit, 24-bit, 32-bit. Stop. What the hell are you doing? What are these numbers? That's exactly the rabbit hole. The rabbit hole effect. So, NBC, bringing you to the Olympics, right? They had made a microphone in partnership with Sennheiser called the MD46. And what it does is it's directional, and it's like a stick mic. So you stick it up people's nose. No, you don't do that. Don't do that. Bad manners. You stick it in front of people, talent, or so then they could converse. Everything behind the microphone is quiet. It's quiet. You don't hear it. So I learned today as I was researching along the way that the microphone was created in partnership for live events and the Olympics, out of all things. So who would have thunk it? Bob, did you thunk it? Mr. Blasio. Anyway, who would have thought about it? And then came this mic here. Well, let's see. This mic is going to sound different now because I had a switch on it, and I'm just going to keep it in this unswitched thing and see if I sound any different when I go re-listen to it on YouTube, because YouTube does stuff for it. This is RE20. Electro Voice EV20. Could have been the Ribbon Edition, stands for RE, but I don't know. That could have been a past tense of a name because that's what I learned once upon a time, but it's not accurate to this because it's a dynamic. Anyhow, they have the RE50B. Then you have the Audio-Technica 4002. Then it doesn't stop there, I promise. It's not a threat. The VP, Victor Papa, 64A. And then the 63, and then the 64L, and then the 63L. Yeah, this dude, I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. He just says numbers and he just smiles. And please keep watching. I'll explain. So Shure, you got me in a rabbit hole today, really, really bad. SLDX is a wireless packet system. And I was like, I'm thinking about a kit, wireless lav on me, and then pack like that, and then you stick the stick mic in front of you, so you're passing it around. I could grab like one of these other mics from back here, like the SEV7, and yeah, that could be a good dynamic. interview style potentially mic. I could grab the MV7 Plus, but it sounds better on a table stand. So if I'm in a podcasty or sitting in a room interviewing someone, maybe that's a better outcome there. But not to say I can't use it. I mean, it would work just fine. But just finding the right boom arm or stick or some handle to hold it is the important piece. And it's heavy. Not that heavy, but heavier comparative to a handheld stick arm. Compared to the VP64. Because again, I want to go to the conference coming up soon, Assistive Technology Industry Association, Asia 2026, and I want to get you great clean audio. And I know that if I get the SLX, they have the compact version. So thank you, Pedro, for schooling me in some of these things. And I got to feel the old SLDX, where you have to plug it into a wall. This portable one I just looked up with like the different packs on it. I think the D1, D5, and D13, or 15 perhaps, and D35, something 35. About $7.99 for the 35 version, which gives you a transmitter to clamp onto XLR. And then the $7.19 that comes with the old classic, which I should even consider even that, because holy smokes, I don't have that in my arsenal, and that should be good to put in arsenal, is the SM58. Hey, Hillebrand, you sound good on that, all right, man? Don't let anybody tell you different. You sound great on NT1 too, but just letting you know. You see, microphone nerding out. Another problem here. But it's not a problem. It's just to help you. It's all because I'm a good friend, awesome to the community, great teacher. I don't care what he has to say about me. I'm blind, dude. I don't care. You're still a good dude. Podcastage, you rock, man. Even you, Sound Speeds, you're amazing live sound people out there. And Mickey, A1, all these audio people, sound people. Not even audio. Call it sound. Say the right name, people. Okay, so RE50B, Shure VP64. The 63 has this coil, humbuckling coil. So for lights and stuff that could potentially add noise, it would help reduce it. So my choice from Shure would be the 63L to have. I would also want the Sennheiser MD46 because of the same characteristics reasons, and it's directional, whereas the other one is Omni. So the Omni one I would keep the VP, or not even the VP there. It's a 63L. I forget what they call the first two letters. I don't think it's VP as the starting characters. It's SM. The SM 63L. L stands for long handle. So I know I want to potentially try that to have for me in my locker. I know she already have a mic that works good. I know, Mitchell. I know, friends. I know, but every mic has a application. This is me on the road. Hey, stay. What you got to say for yourself, sir? Hey, miss, what you got to say for yourself? It's for you guys out there, not for me. I would even mind COS 11, with a little, I like Sony wireless packs, but hey, I would take, we're talking about wireless packs again. Wireless SLDX. Let's go back there again. One pack, one mic, one shot. $800, $719. Or, forget the other one. That was a little transmitter thing. You have to plug it in on your hip, right? It was for $6 something. And $419 would just be the SLX thing itself. Again, I don't know what other components. Hey, sure. Can I learn on them? Can you help? Can you help? Can you help me? Help? Understand? Sure. SHURE. Friend. I'm not gonna name your name, friend. SM58 or no 35. I could put any mic on it. Yeah, and then SM7B. I don't need a DB, right? I could take a B. Just saying. Gotta stop being stupid. Well, the reason why I say SM7B, okay? Hold on. Let me make a point here. You could put that 35 clamp on there at the bottom. Now you got this SM7B. Whew. Wow. You got this powerful, wonderful, awesome sauce microphone. And it's wireless. Imagine that. Now you got this awesome sauce microphone sound. So you may consider, some things get expensive quick. Then came the Telefunken 80 and the Bear Dynamic M88. I can't get enough of microphones. Sorry. Hey, plosive, watch it. Learn how to use a microphone before you use one. All this microphone, and can you get rid of plosives? Sorry, sound guys. Sorry, that was on purpose. I'll stop it. So, M88, 550. Yeah, it's expensive. But then that's that magic sauce, open sauce. I don't know, whatever, applesauce, something they call it. That joke. I think that's a hidden arsenal I should keep in my bag for sure. So M88. Anybody want to give me that? Yeah, send one over. Right? Thank you. Kidding. No one sends me stuff. I mean, this has been sent except this RE20. So to YouTube or FTC or anybody else, this is just me trying this mic. I never knew what it felt like, and friend just happened to be able to have a spare to send. So here we are. But Telefunken 80. I think it's M80. Which one is it? The Telefunken 80. But it sounds bright. It's a handheld. So that's what intrigues me of that one to keep in my arsenal. $299. $199, $299, Sennheiser MD 4-6. Why, Hershey? Why you change your accent and talking like this? I don't know. But the MD46, keeping that directional, keeping it, because you just never know where in that application, in the Daytona Beach area, in a noisy area, I might need it. VP or SM63L or VP64. L. Why those two? Well, L, both of them, they have the handle. And again, for interviewing people, they're great. Audio Technica, I haven't invested in you, but you do intrigue me. Great job with the stuff that you put out there from Japan. And so, yeah, I like those for now. For just which one comes first, which one comes second, which one comes with a baby in a baby carriage? No, that's not the joke. I don't know what comes first, but I was thinking wireless package. We'll see. There's my friend left me one. It's NEWER branded. I'll test it out to see how well it works. I will report back. Well, you'll tell me if anything. But those stick mics and being able to plug it in somewhere. So, does SLDX sound good? Yes. $700 and $800? Yes. Why? Hook it up to any of those microphones. SLDX, RE50B, VP64, SM63L. You could have talked faster. You were on a roll. All right. You could try it on any. You could try it on SM57. You could 58.7B, the SM MV7 Plus. You could try it on all of these. So the only thing that sucks is you can't have two channels out of it. I see your point. I know what you're doing. I see you out there. Okay. I want the better one over there. Can I have the accent? The accent over there. Yeah, the accent. The accent was so pretty. It's so nice. Oof. I love that accent. I just got the 2G for it right now. Hey, if you guys make me become good, if this is even evergreen ever. This is evergreen type of video, but that story will be evergreen because I want you to consider transportation, consider audio, consider presentation skills. Because even today, Blackmagic Design got a G2 switcher got given away at Office Hours Global. So congratulations to that winner. And I find, again, all those microphones have a different application. For Omni mic, again, the Shure, the SM58, or the SM63, this VP64, both sound really great options with the handle being long. Maybe it's like you're like Bob Barker on The Price is Right. right? And even though that microphone might have been custom made for that event there. Anyhow, enough of those there. We will work on seeing how to get those, what to get to connect to those. I mean, I love me my SSL. SSL2 is doing me great. I want me SSL 12 because, again, I could bring in phones, bring in audio. Maybe with Stream Decks, let's see what we could do with keyboards, quiet keyboards especially. So, someone like Keychron, if you haven't heard of them, go check them out. There's so many tools we could all use for different purposes. And that's why I challenge you to figure out what tool would really be that buy once or you don't have to buy often. RE50B, it's really good on not being destructive. You can't destroy it that easily. Same goes for the VP64, right? And so with rain, especially out here in Florida, if I'm caught in the rain and I'm trying to interview people, can I do it? Can I go walk around? I mean, without getting electrocuted or any of that because it's metal. It's not that much metal, but don't risk it. You're in Florida, don't risk it. So, yeah, I wanted to bring my rabbit hole extravaganza of microphones. We'll see where we go. I'm sure we'll see what is going to work the best for me when I get there. I hope next week I could get to Orlando so I could give you the best opportunity of a good way of giving you good content. It's going to be round 2 because I did NFP. Well, round 1 was FCB and I was a little shy, but more conferences to come. Want to get this thing as clean as possible. Like I said, if I had a directional MD46 for sure, I think I should have that in Arsenal. The other ones, I for sure should have an Omni mic, just long stick mic for sure. Sure. And what do you connect it with? X2U? Well, X2U is only one input. MVA7i is 2, but then it's 2 microphones. So again, there's all these different choices to make with small interfaces. Sound devices, we'll get there because I would love to work with your remote fieldwork devices. I know you guys have amazing things there. Oof. I don't know if I might go on the rabbit hole again on there. I might. But maybe we'll go SLDX, Sennheiser. I know you have the AVX. That sounded interesting. I don't want to try to use 2.4 because of if I get stomped on, I want to invest somewhere down the road on something good. If you want me to go to conferences and stuff, and if I have other things coming up, which there's projects coming up soon next month, keep an eye on it. Sorry, friends. My blind friend, sorry. Fine. Keep an ear on it. Yeah, they're shy to say keep an eye on it. Ain't that funny, my blind friends? These folks out there are so shy to say, oh, keep an eye on it. Oh, wait, it's okay. Be yourself. I'd rather you be yourself and treat me with respect because I want to treat you out there with respect as well. So thank you to you, beautiful lady out there. You good-looking gentleman out there. Good job. Thank you for coming. Hey, thank you for answering the question over there. Good job. No, seriously. Thank you to everybody. I hope we could get this transportation stuff sorted out. If you know anything about it, please write down in the comments because I know you out in Colorado have Uber and Lyft and you use it for about 25 miles and distances. I think it'll be amazing to do this. And everybody gets a bigger, gig economy, this, everybody gets money in their pockets. Everyone could go to a restaurant. Everyone could go out on dates and take your wives and your girlfriend and what have you out. Take yourself out. Be kind to yourself. And with that say, namaste, outro, peace, love, take care.